guys, it's Siffa. How's everyone doing? So I'm doing a collab with Kristen, LikeKristen, and she was very nice to ask me to do this with her, so thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Kristen, and today I'm doing a collaboration video with one of my favorite mental health YouTubers ever. I watched this girl before I started YouTube, years before I started YouTube, and she has helped me so much in my recovery, and I was so excited to see that she wanted to collab with me.
We're gonna do a little question and answer about being a mental health YouTuber. I have been one for a long time now, as I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but been a while. It's been quite the road.
So we both decided to answer some questions about being a mental health YouTuber and the struggles and the positivities of being a mental health YouTuber, and just give you guys a little bit more of an insight on what it's like to make videos about mental health online and how it benefits us, how it helps us, and how it helps you guys. If you are a mental health YouTuber and you think these questions are interesting, I will leave them down below in the description, and please make your own video and put the link down below so I can see it. This is a very interesting question. I've never really thought about it up until now. The only comments that really trigger me are about self-harm, which is basically the most viewed videos on my channel are about self-harm, and sometimes they can be really triggering because people, I don't think they mean to trigger me. Sometimes people describe how they self-harm, or they describe their feelings towards self-harm, and reading those comments really, it does trigger me. And I deal with it either if it's a negative comment, I delete it, or I comment and say, this is a really triggering comment, let's not talk about that on my channel, or I don't read those comments. It used to trigger me a lot at the beginning, but recently I need to think of it as I'm helping others communicate their emotions, and sometimes their emotions are exactly my emotions. We're the same, and that might trigger me, but just knowing that they're not my problems, they're someone else's, and someone else is trying to communicate their emotions in a healthier way and not self-harming, I think it's positive. So I try to think of it as positively as I can. I hope this is making sense, but that's kind of how I deal with it, or I just say to myself, they aren't my problems, there's no reason to be triggered by them, and this person or these people are just trying to get help and trying to find other people who understand them.
Triggering comments that I get are mostly ones, my most popular video is me showing my scars, which I have a lot of feelings about, obviously, you know, wondering how much it's really helping people. And I get comments sometimes of people saying, oh, how did you do that? How can I do that? Yours are so bad. I wish mine were like that. How exactly did you get that? Can you tell me? Oh, yours are so disgusting, or things like that. The only ones that really bother me are the ones where they're asking me how to do it. That bothers me on a triggering level. You know, obviously I never really answer back about them. I never really reply. The only time that I really have an issue with people commenting on my videos is if they are attacking my viewers, or if there's some kind of exchange between a viewer and a troll. Then sometimes I will intervene, but other than that, it doesn't really bother me too much, honestly.
So 100% yes, it has helped my mental health. I've talked about this throughout the year this year, that the more I talk about my mental health online, the more people understand where I'm coming from and what I'm feeling. It's helped my mental health because it's been a very good coping skill for me this year. This is the first full year I've been on YouTube, and I think it's the first full year that I've really had my recovery in check because I've had the support of my subscribers and my family members who watch my videos. It's helped my mental health because I can be more open about my mental health with my family, with my friends, because I tell them I'm on YouTube talking about mental health, talking about my struggles, and helping people online. So it's really helped me been able to talk about it, which has been a really good coping skill, not only online, but in my daily life. It's just been the most amazing year of my life.
Now this is actually a great question, because that's one of the reasons why I have kept going so long with my channel, is because for me, when I started my YouTube, I realized that I was quickly becoming some kind of role model or mentor to a lot of young girls. What I realized quickly is that I did not want to make videos of me relapsing and of me being in the psych ward, and I'm not trashing anyone who does that. It's all part of the journey, and there is, you know, value in women seeing that journey. For me personally, it made me feel accountable. And what I mean by that is that it made me want to be good to myself so that I could be good to others. When I make a video, I want to say, yeah, this is what I'm doing to help myself, and it's working.
I've had a lot of videos where people take it the wrong way. They're supposed to be very informative videos to help others in recovery, but some of my videos, and I'm not gonna say which ones, people have taken the wrong way. Like, I've had videos where people think that I am promoting self-harm and promoting the bad behavior, where in reality I'm trying to help people in their recovery and to feel more confident with their bodies and to feel comfortable in recovery, to know that you're not alone. And I've had a lot of people just take it the wrong way, misinterpret the information. As mental health YouTubers, sometimes our videos are controversial. The viewer has to make a choice on whether it's going to benefit them or they're going to use the information for negativity.
That is a huge concern of mine, and that is why I don't make certain types of videos, because I do not want to cause harm. So I realize that these type of videos that I make and that mental health YouTubers make can very easily send the wrong message. Like I was talking about about the video where I show my scars, it's my most popular video. And I kind of have some feelings about that, because sometimes I worry if showing graphic scars is more triggering than it is helpful. So what I try to base it off of is the comments that I get. And from what I can tell, it is helping more than it is hurting. It's not even hurting, like, I don't think that many people at all, and I think it's doing way more good. That's the way that I evaluate if a video is helping or hurting. I do worry that people are triggered by it, but that's why I have trigger warning, and that's why I give all kinds of disclaimers. You know, I do what I can. I think I've made the right decision, so I feel good about that.
Before I started YouTube, I looked at other mental health YouTubers and saw that their recovery was perfect. I would watch them and I would think, they're perfect. Why can't I be perfect? Why can't my recovery be a straight line, when in reality, recovery is a roller coaster? You go up and down. That's why I've always said that on this channel. I'm showing you guys my recovery to show you that it's not perfect, and you will mess up, and you will get depressed again, or you will self-harm again, or you will have days where you have tons and tons of anxiety, but that's okay, because you have the coping skills now to deal with it. It's okay because we're doing it together.
No, I don't feel like I have to be perfect, because I don't think it's good to be perfect. I think it's good to be honest and good to be real when you are struggling, because I don't want people to get the idea that recovery is just smooth sailing up and up and up, because it's not like that. It's bumpy, you have relapses. And I always like to say relapsing is part of recovery. It's part of getting better, because if you relapse, it means that at some point you had given it up. You have to have given it up for a period of time to relapse at all.
I loved this question. First time anyone ever told me that my video impacted them in a way that it changed their lives, I cried like a maniac. I was crying. I called my mother. Everyone knew. And it was like I had 25 subscribers, but finally it helped somebody. And I reached out to somebody. It was so meaningful to me. And I remember that first time getting one of those emails. And now it's on a daily basis that I get these messages that I help people. It just keeps me going. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it because I'm just making videos in my bedroom, but other times I say to myself, you know what? You're doing more in your life than a lot of people are right now, and you're spreading more positivity than a lot of people are right now, and that's all I want to do, is spread positivity. If it helps one person out there, then my job is done.
For me, it's all about the messages where people say that I've saved their lives, that I've kept them from suicide, that I've convinced them to put down the razor blade, that I've convinced them to get into therapy. That's why I do what I do, and that's why I'm going into counseling. It makes me feel really good, obviously. It brings me joy and happiness, and it helps me on my recovery too, because it's part of this idea of giving back. It's this idea that if I can share my experience, and it means what I went through is not all in vain. You know, it has a purpose. Because if I went through all the shit I went through and I can help someone else because of it, then maybe it was worth it. It makes me feel a little bit shy because I'm like, what, me, a role model? No, it's really humbling. It makes me slightly uncomfortable, but in a good way. I think a lot of us struggle with self-esteem issues, and some of us even struggle with receiving compliments. It's good for me to hear that, and I do like hearing that. It makes me feel good. I mean, I'm young, but I'm not like a teenager anymore, and I feel like I should be a role model sometimes because I feel like I have come so far. Over the years, man, I really have, and everyone sees it. You know, my friends and family and therapists and everyone.
You remember like a few months ago that whole trend? It was like people will call you mom because you were a role model in their life. I thought that was funny because I got one of those comments. I laughed so hard. I'm not gonna say that I'm not honored, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not flattered, and I'm not gonna say that I don't like it, because in the back of my head, I know I don't deserve it, and there are so many other people out there that should be role models. But at the end of the day, yes, it's great to look up to people, but I think we should look up to ourselves. I have role models in my life that I strive to be, and I strive to do the things that they do. But I am gonna say that there are other people out there that are doing a lot more good than I, that are more hands-on than I. We should be our own role models, and we should strive to be the best us that we can be, and not try to be someone else and look up to somebody else. We should be looking up to ourselves. We should be trying to better ourselves and be us, and not try to be someone else and look up to somebody else online that we don't know. It's okay if you think I'm a role model, and it's okay if you think that you want to look up to me because I am showing you how to recover. I'm giving you coping skills to recover. That's great, but I don't want you to look at me and say I want to be like that. I want you to say I want to be the best me that I can be, and I'm not going to look up to anyone else because I'm good enough the way I am. And I think that's what I want to say about that.
I would say start out with the basic mental health videos. You know, just start out small, like basic videos, and share your experiences. Sharing your experiences is always helpful. I feel like that's a good way to go. If you're not comfortable with that though, then you don't have to do that. A lot of people don't like sharing their experiences because it makes them shy and uncomfortable. They're just not comfortable doing that. See, for me, a lot of my videos are sharing my experiences. The reason why I do that is because I'm used to that. I've been in therapy for 13 years now, so I'm used to sharing my experiences. I'm a storyteller by nature. That's what I am.
You're gonna get hate, and you need to accept that. And you need to know that mental health channels are very controversial on YouTube, and we get a lot of hate and we get a lot of negativity, but we also get a lot of positivity, and we find people that are passionate about self-help and self-care. So don't listen to the hate you're gonna get. You're gonna get hate. Don't let it stop you. Never give up on your dream. If you have a dream of starting a mental health channel, then start it. Don't just sit there and dream about it. Start it. I sat there and I dreamt about it, and I was like, I want to do it. I've always wanted to, and I didn't. But when I finally took that plunge and I finally said, I'm not going to listen to the haters, I'm not going to listen to people, I'm going to do it, it's so worth it. I've had a lot of people ask me about anxiety and if I have anxiety putting up videos, and yeah, at the beginning I had tons and tons of anxiety about every video I put up. Just know that it gets better every video. You just have more of a presence every video. You just have a lot of fun. You just do. I wonder what Siffa's going to say about this one. I did not watch her response yet.
Networking is good. Ask Kristen about this. She is incredible at networking. Yeah, network, get to know people, talk to people, be involved in the community. That's great advice, and I'm sure she's gonna touch on this. She probably has better advice than I do on this.
Don't be like everyone else on YouTube. There are thousands of channels and thousands of mental health channels and people talking about mental health. Find something that you're good at. Find your own style. Find your own editing style. Find you. If you're you on YouTube and if you express yourself, then people are gonna like you. You put on a mask and you are not yourself and you're kind of robotic, or you just don't have any emotion or any pizzazz, no one's gonna watch you. If you're passionate about something, make the video. Don't think about the views, don't think about the subscribers, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. What matters is the message that you're sending to somebody else. The story is what matters, the message is what matters, and if you have a message or if you're passionate about something and you want to share that with the world, that's what matters. Thank you so much, Siffa, for collabing with me. This was a great video to put together. Thank you so much. I love your channel. And if I am on her channel right now, my links will be down there as well. So go check me out if you think I'm cool.
So those are my answers. Thank you so much, Kristen, for this video, approaching me about collabing with you. All right, you guys have a great day.